Okay, ask him some questions.
Okay, so did you choose your college to go to based on basketball?
That's a really good question. I think it was a component of my college search, Galen. So when I say component, it was not the main, I guess, factor of my search. However, it was something that contributed to, the decision in the end. The thing that I was looking for in a school was a really strong academic program, as well as the basketball piece in the background. So how that factored into my specific search was I was actually recruited by the basketball coach at Lawrence to come and take a look at the school first and get to know the team kind of second.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's question 1. Question 2.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for your answer so far. Okay, number 2. Did basketball help your education or did it hurt your education? Like, did it affect it at all?
Yeah, that's a $1 million question, right? Of the research right here. I'm a huge proponent of college athletics and college sports. I think I am a pretty good case study. For your research. So I've felt, and I probably have a little bit clearer of a lens now on the post-Lawrence side of things, that the time I spent at LU playing college basketball has been just hugely impactful on my life. A few reasons. I think playing college sports really lends itself to growth and development that's necessary for life. So, for instance, my communication skills, problem solving, how you find a solution within a team where conflict happens, and being able to resolve matters is really kind of baked into the bread of what you do as an athlete, right?
Yeah.
Do you make every shot that you take? Do you run every play the right way? Does your teammate do it every time the right way? No, right? That's playing a sport. So I think it's definitely been an impact that I've noticed after Lawrence. In addition, it's a great way to learn about yourself within those adverse moments, and finding the time to overcome adversity with a support system has been huge. So I think probably one of the coolest parts about playing a college sport that I'll say is I have some lifelong friends because of it. I was there for 4 years. Everyone that I was there with didn't have the same track that I had. So, for instance, when I was a freshman, there were seniors and juniors that were going to graduate before me. So there are about 20 guys who are my best friends for life because I played a college sport too. So that's, I think, probably the coolest part.
Okay, question number 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so while you were at Lawrence, did you have any resources to help you with your education while you were in school at all?
Yeah, I think that's a great question too. In order to play a college sport, I think you really do have to be a good manager of time. So I think a lot of people that maybe, don't find the value in college sports probably are citing the fact that there's just not enough hours in the day to play a college sport and be a successful student. I would say, from my personal experience, that just the opposite, that playing basketball at Lawrence was really beneficial for me because it gave me a routine to depend on. It gave me time management skills. I honestly, Galen, when I was in a basketball season, I think I was a better student. I think I did better work. I was more attentive in class, and I think a lot of my teammates, in addition to myself, we just knew that practice was coming, that we had games that were coming, that we needed to get our work done in order to be successful on the court as well. So there were some resources. I think Lawrence has a fantastic Center for Teaching and Learning where there are student tutors available almost 24/7. Our coaching staff, so like the people that recruited me to LU, that were also my coaches while I was there, were always academics first, athletics second. So there really are the support pieces in place for students like me that want to play a college sport.
Ask him what his grades were.
Okay, yeah. What were your grades?
My grades, I was an okay student. I earned 3.92 GPA. So I graduated summa cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa from Lawrence.
That's the highest grade you can get.
I
So
did all right. I did all right for myself.
you didn't do all right. You did perfect. You're perfect.
Well, there are a few B's, but B's keep you honest.
You're Andrew Perfect. Okay, so number 4. Okay, so did anyone else on your team take school as seriously as you did?
That's a great question too. I think there were a few other guys that probably looked at school in the same way that I did. That it was just an awesome experience that we were there to really maximize. Now in every group there are guys that take maybe school a little less seriously. However, it's interesting to see looking back how guys maybe leveraged and utilized Lawrence to their benefit in different ways. So maybe they weren't the guys that got the A's in the classroom, but now looking back, maybe they were involved with different things outside of academics and outside of our college sport that were hugely beneficial too. So I think that's something that comes from playing a college sport as well, Galen. Because you're involved in a different, in a specific, team on campus or a specific, function or group or club. For instance, in my case, men's basketball, you kind of are interested in what else is out there too. So sometimes it's a great way to get to know people. Oh, what do you do at LU? Well, I'm in the rowing team, or what do you do at Lawrence? So I'm part of the diversity center, and I do these events every other month. So it's kind of, I play basketball. It's a great way to meet people as well. Outside of the school part too.
Okay, so number 5, just 2 more, 5 and 6. So
all right, 5 and 6. Here we go.
Okay, so how has college sports shaped your career, helped you after graduation?
That's a really relevant question to what I'm doing right now. So currently, I work as an IT recruiter within a business here in the Milwaukee area, and being in a sales field such as the one that I'm in right now, I really connect to the competitive spirit that's been a part of my whole life. I think my college sport, my Lawrence experience, has given me the tools to be successful at what I do right now, and it's taught me a lot about myself. So I knew that I wanted to come right out into an opportunity that I was going to be able to use that competitive drive to my advantage. To wake up each day kind of just chomping at the bit to see what I could do that day and develop, I think that's the best thing about playing a college sport and going to a school like Lawrence. I've been able to see what a lifelong learning journey is like because Lawrence gave me those tools. So I'm grateful that I got to play a college sport like basketball because it does affect to this day what I do.
All right, so final question. So you know that my argument is that I think college sports help students get a better education.
Yep.
So there have been problems for UNC. People there's been a CNN commentator saying that she thinks that students have been taking fake classes to get fake grades so they can keep playing sports.
You bet.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, you came up with a good list here. You're doing some good research. I think it's upsetting. In some regards, it's disappointing as well. It's another word that I would say. Reason being, just as an outsider, just looking at that specific case study, seems like maybe Coach Williams down at North Carolina and the Tar Heel basketball program. I know there were some football players too in that specific story. Seems like the athletics maybe at that Division I level. Their values have gotten, out of order. Because let's face it, and I think this is a really compelling piece maybe to your research, less than 1% of college athletes are going to do that sport as a professional, right? Less than 1%, of those who play an NCAA sport will actually be that in some sort of professional capacity. So that, like, I don't know what the actual number is, but I think there's hundreds of thousands of kids who do some sort of sport at an NCAA school, yet a very small number will actually make money one day because of doing that specific sport. So what does that say? Well, when you're in the specific sport at a university or college across America, I think the academics first focus is huge, right? Because academics is going to be the key to unlocking your potential one day and your future. We're only going to get so many jumpers, right?
Yeah.
Before we're going to have to maybe make a living and provide for a family and continue to grow in ways that's maybe a little bit more impactful than basketball or soccer or running track and field, doing track and field or any of those sports. But the lessons that you can learn when your values are in order and you have your priorities straight, I think those are the ones that those specific schools and those specific teams that have that figured out, that's where the lifelong impact and the awesome community that's fostered through playing a college sport, those are the ones that are doing it right, and you can see that, when it's all said and done. So.
That sound pretty good to you?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.